Spiritual warfare, you are so close. And there's an intensity. The closer that you are, the warfare, it intensifies whenever you get really close. Then let me just drive this home in a very, very crude way for you so that you see this. Have you ever been in a situation on your way home and you're in a tight, you got to use the bathroom really badly? Have you ever noticed, if you get out of the car, you've ever gotten it really bad where you have to do the dance? And you're fumbling around with keys. And it's like the closer that you get, the intensity of the pressure builds up the warfare. It intensifies because I've got to go. I've got to go. And it makes you do the dance. It intensifies the closer that you are to it. So you just have to realize this is what happened. Sometimes Jesus would have a deal with a person that was demon possessed. And all of a sudden he said, come out of them. And then the demons, they were so close to the deliverance, the demons start tearing the body, throwing them this way and that way, but they were on their way out, baby. It was on its way out. And I'm just telling you that when the warfare intensifies, you are closer to the promise than you have ever been. You're doing your little dance, and I'm just telling you, whenever you get to that place, you realize I feel an urgency that is on me right now, and I can't be still because I'm too close to this thing for me to stop in this place where I am right now. You have to refuse to become discouraged when you are in a dry place in your life. Everybody reaches a dry spell every now and then. But don't build your house there. You go through a dry period. There's some days that you get up to pray and you just don't feel that the rush of the anointing. I go through it. I've been through it. I don't get an exemption card. I wish that I could get exempted, because I'm like, Lord, I'm a bishop. But there are some days you'll start off in your prayer life and you feel like you're dry as a powdered donut. And what do you do during those times when you just don't feel the same way, the same zeal and enthusiasm and passion and fervency that you feel at other times? What do you do when you go through a dry spell in your life? What do you do when you go through a season and you can't really hear from God? You're in a dry place. You see what happened to Terah. He died in this place. And it's interesting that about his name, Terah. You know what Terah means? It means delay. Delay. Here he was traveling. Abram was traveling with delay. No wonder God spoke to Abraham and said, "Get away from your kinfolks." Because you're carrying dead weight. You're with somebody that is delaying you from your destiny because they can only go so far. And isn't it amazing when people who know you so well, but they don't know you well enough to be able to discern that spiritual part of you, to see God's design and purpose for your life? They know all of your proclivities and everything about your natural. They can tell you and reminisce about stories about this, that, and the other, but they have no clue about the real gift of God that you are to other people that are in the world. They're too close to you to be able to see the real divine gift in your life. And this is where Abram was, and he had a father there whose name meant delay. And he delayed in a dry place to the degree that he burned out and died in that place. He died in that place. So you have to refuse to allow circumstances to make you discouraged and angry and bitter and then leave you burned out and dried up and parched. But some people become so discouraged during their dry season that they are sorrowful that they ever started the journey. It's interesting.